Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for December 28th. Hope everyone is enjoying their holiday. I know I am, but the market really never rests. And so today we have an open in the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. It gapped up just a little bit from Friday's close, but not very significant gap. I am expecting this pair to move possibly as high as 91.54 and as low as 89.28. Looking for some resistance to pull into this market around 91.00 and look for some support around 89.89. Now realize that we're still within some light range days, some low volume due to the holiday season. We're not quite through New Year's yet, and the market should be fairly thin. If you have a counter trend strategy that you're using, this is a great time to use it because the volume is light, and typically the market just kind of bounces back and forth during this time. Now let's take a look at the Euro USD pair. This pair I'm expecting to move between 142.39 on the high side, on the lower side 139.10. Now looking for some resistance to pull in around 141.42 and look for support around 138.94. Now I realize that that's a little bit below our range, excuse me, but it's fairly close to it. There's roughly 16 pip difference between those two. I think that we'll see the market gain some support within that range. This pair gapped up from due to Christmas the session being closed down for Christmas Day, and opened back up for one session and then closed again for the weekend. We don't really have a gap across all four pairs this open, but looking forward historically over New Year's into the new year, there is a little bit of a gap, so definitely keep note of that. Now let's take a look at the pound US dollar. This particular pair has a high range of 1.4937 that we're looking for. On the lower end, 144.54. Now look for some resistance to pull in around 14800 and look for support around 145.58 in this particular pair. This pair is moving sideways. The bias is definitely to the downside, and of course it closed lower after gapping up on Friday. Now switching over to the US Swiss, this particular pair, I'm looking for it to move as high as 1.0861 and on the lower side 1.0574. Now look for some resistance to pull in around 1.0869, pretty much the same area as our range, and look for support to pull in around the bottom part of our range at 1.0574 in this particular pair. Now this pair closed down on Friday, and it's definitely the bias to the downside. It's moving sideways for the most part overall, since it dropped pretty low, pulling down. We'd have to get a break below this low, below this support, for a downward trend to continue. Now, what I'm looking for over this next session, two different things. I'm looking for an inside bar, which was created on Friday's session. Here we go. So looking for that, looking for a breakout from that in the US Japanese yen pair to the upside, looking to buy around 91.01 and looking to exit that particular trade around 91.57 if it does break out to the upside. Now, looking to the downside, looking to go short around the 90.21 area and looking to cover that short around 89.88. These present an opportunity, the one to the upside around 56 pips of profit, to the downside about 33. You may want to take just the larger of the two and look for that one to occur. Another thing I'm looking at is in the Euro USD pair. If you notice from Wednesday's session to Friday's session, there was a gap that was not filled as of yet. I am expecting that gap to be filled. So basically what I'm looking for is a short at 1.4037, which would be at the low of Friday's, just 1 pip below Friday's session, and looking to cover that particular short around the close of Wednesday's session, which would be at 1.3993. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out, looking for those two trades over the next session. We pretty much don't have any news coming out, no significant news anyway, for Monday for this next session. So that about does it for today. Until tomorrow, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.